The case of Dennis Rader. The BTK killer, also known as Dennis Rader, was an American serial killer who terrorized the Wichita, Kansas area from 1974 to 1991. Born in Pittsburgh, Kansas on March 9, 1945, Rader's life would become synonymous with terror and horror as he carried out a series of brutal crimes over the span of nearly 2 decades. Rader's crimes began in 1974, with his first known murder being the killing of 4 members of the Otero family in their Wichita home. Over the next several years, Rader would continue to carry out heinous crimes, including the murder of a mother and her 2 children, as well as the killing of a young woman and her brother. The investigation into the BTK killer's crimes began in earnest in the early 2000s when Rader resumed sending taunting letters to the media and police. The letters contained details of his crimes, as well as cryptic messages that seemed to taunt investigators. Through careful analysis of the letters and other evidence, including DNA samples, law enforcement was able to finally track down and capture Rader in 2005. He was subsequently charged with 10 counts of first-degree murder, to which he pled guilty. During his trial, Rader showed no remorse for his actions, instead offering chilling details of his crimes and boasting about his ability to elude capture for so long. The BTK killer's trial was one of the most high-profile and highly publicized in recent memory, as Rader's crimes had captured the attention and imagination of the American public. The prosecution presented a mountain of evidence, including DNA evidence, forensic evidence, and testimony from survivors of Rader's attacks. Ultimately, Rader was sentenced to 10 consecutive life sentences, ensuring that he would spend the rest of his life behind bars. The case of the BTK killer served as a chilling reminder of the potential for evil that exists in the world, as well as the importance of vigilant law enforcement and the use of advanced forensic techniques to bring killers to justice. In the aftermath of Rader's capture, the city of Wichita worked to come to terms with the horrors that had taken place in their community. A task force was established to investigate unsolved crimes that might be linked to Rader, and the city worked to ensure that victims and their families were provided with the support and assistance they needed to heal. One of the most unsettling aspects of the BTK killer case was Rader's seemingly normal life outside of his crimes. He was married with 2 children and worked as a code enforcement officer, a position that allowed him access to homes and businesses throughout the Wichita area. The case of the BTK killer stands as a stark reminder of the potential for evil that exists in the world, as well as the importance of vigilant law enforcement and the use of advanced forensic techniques to bring killers to justice. The capture and conviction of Dennis Rader was a victory for law enforcement and for the families of his victims, and served as a testament to the power of persistence and dedication in the face of unimaginable evil. And that's the story of the BTK killer, a man whose crimes shocked and horrified a nation, leaving behind a legacy of pain and disbelief. While his capture and conviction brought some measure of justice to the families of his victims, the wounds he inflicted upon the Wichita community will likely never fully heal. We hope you enjoyed this case overview, presented by the Emmy Award-winning Crimesonics. Be sure to give us a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content just like this.